What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. I told y'all I was going to be doing the readings a little bit different, kind of just talking to y'all and kind of explaining kind of like what I'm channeling for your specific sign. This is going to be for my Leos. I got cards right here, but honestly, sis, I don't really want to use them. I don't even really feel like using them, to be honest. I just kind of want to talk. Okay, so this is for my Leos. What am I feeling for my Leos? God, go ahead, give me some messages. What's going on for my Leos? Okay, for right now, I'm hearing like people looking up to you. Not really understanding that if you walking down the street, if you just on social media, just living your life, taking out your garbage, I feel like there are so many people who are gravitating towards your energy. There are so many people who are watching you and seeing you in complete admiration, even if you don't know it. Even if you don't know who's looking at you down the street, even if you don't know who's stalking your Instagram, even if you don't know who's watching your YouTube videos or looking at you at work, do a good job or whatever, even if you don't know, it feels to me like people just thankful to be around you, people just seeing you and just wanting to stare at you. And I feel like also people are realizing your power and realizing your strength, even if they don't know you and maybe they just follow your journey or they see what you go through on Instagram. It feels like people are knowing that you go through stuff, or people can tell when your energy is different, or I feel like your energy is so powerful that people can just sense when something is off. And I feel like they've been sensing that something was off for a long time, and they see you getting back to you, they see you getting back in your energy, they see you enjoying your season. It also feels like kind of coming into adulthood, like even if you're not an adult, maybe you're coming into maturity, maybe you are thinking about things differently or trying to manifest things differently or trying to do things differently. It also feels like needing to take a step back and be with yourself, be into yourself, talk about the things that you want to talk about. Take a step back from maybe social media, take a step back from having everybody look up to you, and maybe just kind of look up to yourself and tell yourself like, I'm doing a good job. You know, like I'm constantly doing this and I'm constantly doing that, and it feels kind of like maybe you're not believing in you how other people believing in you. Maybe you're not seeing yourself how other people seeing you, you know, and it feels kind of like you hurting yourself. Like it feels kind of like telling yourself like, I'm not good enough. Or even if you're not saying those words, it feels like maybe feeling that way, or being in a position where you don't want to start something because you don't have everything that you need, or maybe you don't have the money that you need, or you don't have the products or the supplies or whatever it is. You know, it feels like coming into wanting to be better, coming into wanting to be in a period of your life where there is change, where there is success, where there is different shit. Like I feel like it feels like wanting to finally see different. Like you can't keep saying I want something to be different, but you still exhibiting the same exact behavior that you were already doing. Even if you keep fucking up, I feel like you have to be kind to yourself. You have to tell yourself like, look, at least I did this, at least I did that. So let's just say you got a drinking problem and you trying your best to stop drinking, and you notice that maybe you can go a day without drinking, but then the next day you be like, damn, like I want to drink. I feel like there's a sense of don't restrict yourself, because that's gonna hurt you more to restrict yourself from something that you feel like you need, from something that your body is craving, or from something that you want even. You know, it feels like don't keep telling yourself no. Don't keep telling yourself that you can't do something. Let's say you keep drinking back and forth and you know that it's fucking up your liver, or you know that it's not really working out how you want it to, or it's making you angry, or it's causing you to act a certain type of way. Okay, that's fine. Accept the fact that, okay, I need to slow down my drinking. I feel like baby steps. It feels kind of like telling yourself that you're a bad person because you're not stopping something, or because you can't get out of a bad relationship, or because your friend's telling you to walk away and you just like, I don't know how. Or maybe you in an abusive relationship and you don't know how to get out of it, and motherfuckers looking at you like you just weak. Understand, everything is a process. If you are learning how to be disciplined and letting go of something that you know is not for you, take that process for what it is. Allow yourself to move slowly. Allow yourself to move freely. Do not keep telling yourself that you're doing a bad job because maybe you relapsed, or you back with a nigga, or y'all got back together, or you back letting somebody do whatever, or you back talking to a friend, or whatever your case may be, whatever your situation is, it feels like you just need to be kind to yourself. You need to know that it's okay to have breakdowns. It's okay. If you got a vice, it's your vice for a reason, and you're not going to be able to not be dependent on that vice until you figure out why you need that vice or what you're using that vice for. With me, it's smoking. I love to smoke, but recently I've been stopping, and I've noticed that I feel proud of myself when I don't do it. I feel proud of myself instead of being like, oh, okay, but I did it yesterday, or but I want to, but you know, like, instead of feeling bad about something that I really, really want to do, maybe stop disciplining myself and telling myself that I can't do it. Instead, just replace it with something else. Instead of telling myself, oh, I can't smoke, maybe just be like, okay, I'm gonna smoke, but I'm also going to film a video while I'm smoking. That way I'm productive. That way I'm doing a video. Okay, maybe instead of telling my child, oh no, you can't jump on a couch, maybe just say, hey, let's go jump in the bed, or something like that. Or like, it's just changing how you say something, or changing how you do something, changing how you interact with people. So if you have a slick mouth and you always just snapping off at people, or maybe you be getting drunk and hitting people, or you know, going through something like that, it feels kind of like needing to take a step back and ask yourself, like, what's happening? What's happening? You know, because I feel like we don't really get to the why. We don't really ask why. We don't really, not that we don't care to ask why, but it seems like it's okay to stumble. It's okay to have an addiction to something. It's okay to struggle with something. Even if you have an addiction like with eating, even if you have an addiction with always being on your phone, and you've been trying to stop, or even if you have no addictions at all. I feel like everybody damn near got something that they addicted to. I'm not gonna lie. Some people be addicted to work. Okay, you can be addicted to anything. But even if it's not an addiction, like, I feel like it's there are some things that will forever be a problem, but there's a sense of, okay, how can I replace this with something else that's gonna have a better outcome for me, right? I feel like so often we tell ourselves that we can't have stuff. We restrict ourselves from what we don't want. And what if I want to keep my eating addiction, but maybe I want to just replace what I'm eating? What if I just want to eat a little bit healthier? Eventually, eating healthier, maybe you'll slow down on how much you're eating, but don't tell yourself, I can't eat a whole bunch. I can't do that. That's bad. Don't tell yourself that. Don't put that guilt onto yourself. Leos, I feel like right now it's y'all season. It ain't time to feel guilty about nothing. I feel like because it's y'all season, that's probably why y'all feeling guilty. I feel like y'all taking a lot of time for self, taking a lot of self-care days. I'm feeling like y'all chilling, kicking it in a bed, cleaning up your house, doing some feng shui, redecorating shit, like feeling yourself, maybe doing your hair. I'm seeing somebody doing some box braids or something, sitting in the mirror in front of the hair, doing their hair. Like, it just feel like kicking it. Not wanting to kick it with your friends, or maybe needing space from your friends for a little while, needing space from the people that you always around, the people that you always see. Maybe you need to call in and tell work, like, bitch, I need a mental health day. You know, it feels like needing to just stand up for yourself and be here for yourself. Like, show up in ways that you can appreciate, instead of always just telling yourself, I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not doing enough, or I didn't work enough, or I didn't clean up the house, or I couldn't stop smoking, or I couldn't stop drinking, or I couldn't stop texting this nigga, I couldn't stop thinking about him. Whatever it is that you keep telling yourself is bad, it's not bad. It's your process. It's what you're going through, and you're going to overcome it, regardless of what it is, regardless of if it's an addiction, a vice, a relationship, regardless if you're trying to figure out if you should quit your job or keep going, or if you should change your career field, or whatever. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt. If something is coming to you, if you have an inkling to drink, maybe there's a realization within that drunkenness, within that highness, within that state that you're in, that you need to be in that moment. Who knows what you're supposed to realize in that moment? Who knows what's supposed to happen for you in that moment? Who fucking knows? Like, who knows? Real shit, who knows? So now I feel like there's an energy of coming into realizing that you get to not know shit. You get to not see your whole future before your eyes. You get to do all of that, and all of that is okay. Like, all of that is okay. You know, you get to fuck up sometime. You get to make mistakes. You get to have shit be completely obliterated. You get to have shit be demolished. You get to have shit just be torn down. You get all of that because that's just a new opportunity for something new to be built, right? So if I'm steady back to back smoking and I'm realizing like, damn bitch, I'm not able to stop, at some point there's going to be a breakdown. There's going to be a reason why God forces me to stop. Like, or if not forces, just there's going to be a breakdown in the reason why I don't want to. And there already has been that. There's already been, you know, the feeling of, okay, like I'm realizing here's the breakdown. This is being affected by it now. This is being affected by it now. This is being affected by it now. This is being affected by it. How can I change this? Now with me, as y'all know, I'm trying to stop smoking. One of my biggest things has been I can go 2 days without smoking, but by that third day, I'm like, okay, I want to smoke. Or maybe I'm doing an activity where I'm like, okay, I want to do a bonfire. I want to sit outside and I want to smoke and do my bonfire. My thing is, I need to learn how to tell myself that that is okay. That is okay. I don't have to punish myself, or I don't have to tell myself that I'm doing something bad just because I'm giving myself something that I feel like I want. If I want it in that moment, I should be able to have it. If God didn't want me to have it, God wouldn't let the weed man show up, or God wouldn't let me have no money, or there will be a breakdown. There will be a breakdown when you're not supposed to have something. And I feel like there is nothing, like, I feel like your spirit guides have no expectations of you. Your spirit guides are not like, bitch, don't do this shit. They gonna be like, okay, bitch, go ahead. If that's what you feel like you need to do, go ahead and do it. And we gonna be here to teach you your lesson once it's done. That's it. That it is what it is. But don't ever, 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 ever feel like you have to punish yourself. I used to do that all the time. I used to tell myself, the reason why I can't get pregnant, the reason why I can't get a man, the reason why I can't do this, or the reason why I haven't found my husband, the reason why I'm not a better mommy, the reason why I can't do this, the reason why my lips are black, all of this I kept telling myself was because I was smoking. And none of that shit is true. None of that shit is true. None of that shit is true. Smoking probably affects all of those things in different ways, probably. But to tell myself that me smoking is hindering me from all of that, that's hurting myself. I can just tell myself, hey, maybe I can do something else to replace that. Instead of telling myself, no, don't do that. Tell yourself, how about instead of smoking today, we do this? Or how about we implement, because you're going to smoke, we're also going to do a video. Or we're also going to do this. Or we're also going to do this. Or how about you clean your whole house, get up some videos, and then maybe you reward yourself with smoking instead. You know, so it becomes something else. It becomes something different, to where it's like, okay, now I'm working for this. Like, now I feel like, okay, I did all that I have to do. Now I can relax and use this as a recreational thing, and it doesn't have to be my whole life. Just that instant in itself, that's a form of, okay, you did good today. You know, I feel like there's a sense of y'all kind of like putting a lot of pressure onto yourself, but I feel like the pressure is not even coming from you. It's coming from other people. How you seeing other people move, what you see that they got going on. Maybe other people around you are changing their life, and you feel like you gotta hurry up and do theirs. You not on nobody's time. You not on nobody's time, and ain't nobody on your time. You moving how you want to move. You moving how God got you moving. God moving your puzzle pieces. God moving your chess pieces. Not nobody else. Nobody else is moving your pieces. Nobody else is even moving their pieces. They not in control of their pieces either. So be mindful of that. When God is ready for you to stop doing something, you will stop doing it. But for right now, Leo, I feel like enjoy your season. Kick it. Have fun. You know, I feel like it's a need to kind of like relax. Like maybe go to a spa, or be on some shit where you just real life vibing, like a vibe. Like it feel like a vibe. Like it feel like what I'm doing right now. Sitting in your living room and you just kicking it, chilling. Like, I'm not doing shit. Like, kicking it. That's what it feel like. It feel like having fun by yourself, like getting to know yourself again, finding the joy within yourself again. It's 514, that equal 5-5, like, period. Finding the rainbow, like finding your promise, like understand. I feel like a lot of y'all are really talking to God, and a lot of y'all are really getting more into y'all spirituality. For somebody, I just heard candle magic, like scripting, like literally writing out what you want, putting it under a candle and letting that baby burn. Like, I'm telling you, it feels. I'm also hearing like wax making, or somebody like making candles, or soy something, I don't know. But if that's what you want to do, and if that resonates with you, then congratulations, I'm proud of you. I hope that it succeeds. But there's also a sense of somebody feeling like they're only good enough when it comes to sex. Like, sex is the only thing that you have to offer, and it's not. It feels kind of like maybe you're bigger, or maybe you don't like the way you look, or maybe you have insecurities within yourself. But it feels like needing to eliminate them and understand bitches is still mad at you. You probably thinking that you fat, or that you don't look good, or that your hair too short, or that your elbows too ashy, or you got dark spots. For somebody, I just heard like a dark neck. I don't know what that means. Maybe you got eczema around your neck or something, in your arms. But it seems like you have like real dark spots or something, or dark patches, or some kind of skin element or something. And it feels like, baby, you better embrace that. Baby, you better put on some lotion and rock it how you rock it. Like, it feels like the shit that you don't like about yourself, somebody else is looking at like, damn, bitch, let me fuck that fat ass belly. Like, let me no, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, because niggas be on that. But I'm just saying, baby, accept you and love you, and don't give a fuck about what nobody else has to say. Do not be hard on yourself just because the world hard on you. The world hard on us enough. Like, don't put that extra pressure on yourself, because you don't need it right now. Okay? The pressure is already on enough. The pressure is up. The cooker is on. Okay? You in that bitch. You living in that bitch. Like, you got this. At the end of the day, I feel like there needs to be like a week of just self. Not having to answer to nobody, not having to call nobody, not having to kick it with nobody. Just self. Self-discipline. Even if shit, you gotta tell yourself, alright, I ain't gonna do this, or I ain't gonna do it like that, but I'm gonna do it this way. Tell yourself, like, shit, I probably can't stop today, but the fact that I want to, that's good enough for me. The fact that I have it in my heart that I'm going to, that's good enough for me. Oh, my hand just started hurting. For some of y'all, I'm hearing like carpal tunnel, or like what's it called? I don't know, but it feels like a sprained wrist or something, or like falling on your wrist, or doing some kind of activity with your kid or something. I'm also hearing like somebody gonna get like hit on their shin, like a bruise or something like that. I don't know, y'all, but that's probably why God's telling y'all to sit y'all asses down. Self-harm, like slapping yourself, hitting yourself, knocking into shit. Even if you don't realize that that's self-harm, it is. It feels like punishing yourself, or telling yourself like, I'm not doing a good job, or I'm not. It feels kind of like hurting yourself, wanting to hurt yourself. Like, I deserve it. I deserve to hit myself, or I deserve to hurt myself. I deserve to be hurt. I feel like you need time to sit with yourself and understand that no, you don't. You don't deserve to be hurt. You don't deserve for other people to hurt you either. And you don't deserve to hurt yourself. Okay? I hope this reading was good for you, Leos. Again, I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at money sign CapriceCooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at CapriceCooks@icloud.com. Alright, y'all. I'm out of here.